Hey there, welcome back to Reddit Cheating Wife, the best cheating stories on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more cheating stories like these. Ex-wife cheated and is pregnant. Reached out to me saying the other guy is abusing her. Advice? I'm looking for helpful advices without judgment, so please hear me out. This is a long post, so I apologize. Me, 31M, and my ex-wife, 29F, were married for 7 years. Together for 9 before she cheated and left me for the other guy. Our divorce got finalized in March this year. The other guy is a playboy jerk who is probably 24-ish. It began from the end of last year and in January of the current year. She tells me she wants a divorce. I found out they've been talking for an entire year before it turned physical last year, October. Divorce was smoothish as we didn't had any kids. She got the car, I kept my house and finances. After this, I was out of her life. She was out of mine. We never contacted each other except for 1 or 2 times. That too was when we saw each other when public. Her family is very conservative and they basically cut her off after she cheated and divorced. She moved in with the other guy. During this time, I found out she also lost a lot of friends as the other guy tried to hit on them or insulted them. Her ex sets of friends tried to get me involved in their fights. Immature AF, but I included this part because these set of friends were the one to stand behind her after she had an affair, telling me she found herself and I should probably let her go. I don't harbor any resentment towards her or the other guy. I didn't get involved with anyone during this period because I was focused on my job and earning back my money which I lost on divorce. Here's where I need help. 2 days back, I get a call from one of my ex-wife's friends who told me my ex wanted my number. I changed it after divorce. She didn't say much when I asked her why, and told me she needed to talk. I thought it was important as, mind you, we never had any contact, so suddenly her wanting to talk to me created a sense of seriousness for which I tell her to give my number. Yesterday my ex-wife called. She sounded very creepy, for real. She didn't have the voice she used to, but it was broken. You could sense something was wrong. So I asked her what's up, and she broke down crying. Went on from telling how great things were to how are things now. So the other guy is a manipulative and alcoholic POS who cheated on her multiple times in their 7 months relationship, put her in charge of finances, which meant her getting a job, and she's pregnant. Now he doesn't want to be the father, so he's telling her she cheated and he's abusing her. She has no place to go, and he wants an abortion if she wants to be together. I asked her why did she call me instead of police. She told me she has nowhere else to go. None of her friends are willing to help her out, and that POS got friends in the department so she's scared if things go around. She can't contact her family because they don't want anything to do with her, so she's alone. Listening to her made me sad. It really did. I told her I can sympathize, but can't do anything else because I don't want to be the third party. I told her whatever relationship we had with each other is over and she's on her own now. Why should I stand up for her when she's no one to me? Besides, they're a couple now. They're dating, and she's the one earning. She has the upper hand. I gave her advices to save funds and run away silently if she doesn't want an abortion. It was a 17 minutes call and she basically wanted to talk more, but I told her I was busy and cut her off. She did mention she was sorry to treat me and leave me. I honestly don't care about that. I told her to contact me only when it's necessary because I really don't want to hear from her no more. Yesterday night, I gave a deep thinking to it and felt I should do something because no one deserves this kind of abuses. But I don't want to get in between because getting in between will blow up in my own peace. I'm looking for advices if I can do anything to help her out. I called her family and they told me they want nothing to do with her because she is already dead to them. Edit. Guys, I have no intention of getting back together with her, taking her back, or even wanting to help her. I sent her links to the rescue, tries to contact her family, and they told me to cut her off. The only reason I want help her is because she reached out to me as the last resort, and I don't want to spend my life in regret if anything serious happens to her, knowing I could have helped but chose not to, which is why I made this post. I'm gonna send her money via her friend before telling her this is all I can do, and she shouldn't reach out to me unless it's urgent. This will be my last post on Reddit. It was a mess all over, and there's a lot of guilt in my heart now. I will be deleting this account too. I helped her. I passed a few thousand worth of dollars to her via her friend and told her she can take care of herself as I didn't want to be part of this. We talked on phone for 38 minutes on 14th. She told me how much sorry she is and went on to say the memorable times we spent. Not once she told me she wanted to get back together. I noticed she wasn't begging or asking for help, but rather she told me it's the path she chose and she knows she can't keep or provide for the child. Neither the other guy would let her keep it, and she doesn't want to abort this. She informed me she wanted to speak to her parents one more time. They had cut her off since she had made a large disaster and her nudes went viral across the neighborhood, causing her family a great deal of embarrassment, and expressed her regret for the distress she had caused. During our conversation, I expressed my wish for her happiness as well as my belief that she needed to move out of this relationship. That's all there is to it. Throughout the whole conversation, I did nothing except listen. I didn't want to be the one to provide her with justification or validation. I was just nodding in her direction. This time, she was the one who told me that I was an outstanding man who deserved more than she was before she willingly wanted to hang up the phone. The explanation was that she made the decision to commit suicide. I just found out about this the day before yesterday. In a message, she explained that she had chosen this option because the other person was a jerk and had a gun, which was illegal, of course. She also apologized to everyone who had been harmed by her actions. The police are still looking into the matter. According to what I've heard, another individual has been apprehended for having an illegal weapon and is presently on the most wanted list. I'm not in touch with any of her friends or family members. Due to the fact that I work in another city, I am not in the town. I've heard that her pals are prepared to testify against the other man, which is really exciting. No one from her family or circle of acquaintances has reached out to me to express their concern. She may or may not be aware of this, but I have no intention of informing them. As a result, I'm having trouble sleeping right now. There's a tinge of regret in my heart. I could have done anything to aid her. I could have done anything more to make things better. I had the ability to do anything, but I decided not to get involved, which resulted in her committing suicide. What transpired after that is still a mystery to me, but I was informed about it by a friend of mine whose cousin is a member of the investigative community. I really didn't want to write this post, but I had to get it off my chest somehow. I've puked twice now and still can't seem to get a handle on myself.